Hey, que la que hay, mi gente? It's Rocky here from SpeakSpanishFaster.com, and we are back with another video. In today's video, we're actually going to be looking at a recent short video that I did. So the short video I did, it was kind of like a skit of a Puerto Rican speaking and a Dominican speaking. Some people wanted a breakdown of that video. Even though I put the text on the screen, it was still difficult to understand for some people, and if I didn't put the text on the screen, I guarantee most people wouldn't have understood anything. But once I show you, once we decode it together, it'll help you start to understand some of this Spanish more, and it will help you know how to view other types of Spanishes, because we all have our own little characteristics, nuances, words that we use. So by watching this breakdown, it'll help you understand the video, understand Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish better, but it will also help you hear Spanish differently. So no matter what type of Spanish you're trying to learn, you'll be able to view that Spanish from sort of a different lens. All right, so without further ado, let's jump straight onto my computer screen so we can watch this video together, and we'll break it down together. First, we'll run through it, and then I'll break down frame by frame.
Hey, ¿qué es la que hay, papi? ¿Qué tú haces?
Hey, ¿qué lo que es, tigre? Dame luz. Yo aquí tranqui. ¿Qué tú vas a hacer?
Mira, esta noche vamos para la disco a janguear. ¿Quieres ir?
Sí, ya tú sabes. Espérate. Oye, loco, pásame esa vaina. No, esa vaina ahí mismo.
¿Qué?
Dame esa vaina. Dame esa vaina, coño.
Pues dale, mira, yo te voy a llamar cuando yo esté ready y tú me puedes buscar.
Pues está todo. Yo te voy a pasar para buscar.
Let me know if you understand. All right, now let's break it down frame by frame.
Hey, ¿qué es la que hay, papi? ¿Qué tú haces?
Okay, so que es la que hay? We know, I use that for my intro in every video. That means what's up in Puerto Rican Spanish. That's how we say it. Now in the next frame, and then I say que tú haces, que tú haces. But that Puerto Rican intonation, que tú haces, like hace, that's real Puerto Rican, the intonation right there. Now that means, you know, what are you doing? Now, the Dominican way, so remember how I told you que es la que hay is how you say what's up in Puerto Rican Spanish. Que lo que is how you say what's up in Dominican Spanish. Now, the word tigre is a word they use a lot in Dominican Spanish. There's a lot of words for it, but here it's just used as like, yo, que lo que, dude, or, you know, something like that. Now, then I say dame luz. Dame luz directly translated means give me light, but in Dominican Spanish, dame luz is another way to say what's up. So somebody might add the two together, like, que lo que me dice, que lo que, dame luz. So, you know, that's the typical like Dominican type of greeting to somebody, que lo que.
Hey, ¿qué lo que es, tigre? Dame luz. Yo aquí tranqui. ¿Qué tú vas a hacer?
Mira.
Now, this is a big with Dominican Spanish. Notice I said here, ¿qué tú vas a hacer? ¿Qué tú vas a hacer? Like, especially in real street Dominican Spanish, they cut off, they don't even add an L or R to the end. So instead of ¿qué tú vas a hacer? In Puerto Rican Spanish, I might say ¿qué tú vas a hacer? In Dominican Spanish, you might hear ¿qué tú vas a hacer? ¿Qué tú vas a hacer? Yo te voy a llamar. So instead of saying yo te voy a llamar, yo te voy a llamar. Yo te voy a llamar. Yo te voy a pagar. So it's like they put the heavy emphasis on the second to last letter. So, ¿qué tú vas a hacer? So that means like, what are you going to do?
Mira, esta noche vamos para la disco a janguear. ¿Quieres ir?
All right, now let's look at this one really quick. The word here is mira, but a lot of times Puerto Ricans, we get lazy, like mira. Again, I'm not saying all Puerto Ricans talk like this. This was a skit, a funny skit. But this is like, well, intended to be funny. I don't know if it was funny or not. But so, mira, esta noche vamos para la disco a janguear. Janguear means to hang out. It's really just a Puerto Rican word. You could see it's basically like Spanglish. Janguear, to hang out. So, vamos para la disco, so we're going to the club, but instead of saying vamos a, we say vamos para, and we cut the para to pa. So vamos pa. You'll hear that a lot in Puerto Rico. Vamos pa la tienda, vamos pa la disco, vamos pa la playa.
¿Quieres ir?
Sí, ya tú sabes. Espérate. Oye, loco, Pásame esa vaina.
Okay, so he says, Oye, loco, pásame esa vaina. So I'm not going to cover the beginning because the beginning was pretty easy, what I say there. I mean, all this is regular Spanish. Sí, ya tú sabes. Yes, you already know. Espérate, espérate. So wait. Oye, loco, pásame esa vaina. And earlier I said there's no word in the English dictionary that really can describe the word vaina. It just means like anything. Like you could point to anything and you can call it vaina. But I have received many comments on my videos from people from Philly saying that, oh, vaina is basically the word John. Like, hey, pass me that John right there. So I know that's really like slangish, but the word vaina is very popular in the Dominican Republic, especially in the everyday Spanish. So vaina can literally be anything. You could point to a pillow, say vaina. You know, you could point to a person and call them vaina. Like vaina can literally be anything. So this part of the skit right here was just showing how common the word is. Basically, how the guy is calling everything vaina. He's like, "Yo, pass me that vaina." No, not that vaina. That vaina.
¿Esa vaina? No, esa vaina ahí mismo. ¿Qué? Dame esa vaina. Dame esa vaina, coño.
But
And then I say, pues, dale, mira, yo te voy a llamar cuando yo esté ready.
dale, mira, yo te voy a llamar cuando yo esté ready.
Cuando yo esté ready, like ready is another like Puerto Rican, because Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. There's definitely a lot of like English words mixed in. We saw what, or English type of words. We saw with the word hanguear, which is to hang out. To really say like hang out, spend time with people, you would say like pasar el tiempo con él, like to spend time, to pass time with him. But we would just say hanguear. And then cuando yo esté ready, what I, you know, real Spanish would say cuando yo esté listo. But in Puerto Rico, we say, hey, tú estás ready. Or other words we say is like, dame un break. Like, un break. There's just many types of words like this in Puerto Rican Spanish that we use that are just English words with a Spanish accent. Y tú me puedes buscar. So the word buscar here, buscar, is, in Puerto Rico, we use this word for pick up. And it's interesting because this word usually means to search for. And I remember like in high school, when I was speak Spanish, like with some of my friends that were like from El Salvador or something, and I would use the word buscar to pick up, and they would like, you mean recoger? Recoger, not buscar. Like, that's just, you know, it's just funny how we have different ways of saying things. But so in Puerto Rico, if we say, I'm going to pick you up, yo te voy a buscar, you know, or yo te busco, we use buscar for to pick up.
Y tú me puedes buscar.
Ah, pues está todo. Yo te voy a pasar.
All right, now here I say, pues tato. Pues tato. Really, how a Dominican says it is like, po. It's like, pues tato. Instead of pues, it's like, pues tato. But if I would have put po, you wouldn't have really been able to even understand that. So, pues tato. Pues tato. Tato is short for está todo. Está todo. Pues tato.
Yo te voy a pasar.
What I should have said here was, put tato, ta heavy, because está heavy is like, that's cool. Dominican Republic, heavy means cool. So I should have said, pues tato, ta heavy, or está bien, or something, but I didn't do it. Then I say, yo te voy a pasar pa buscar. So this is another like Dominican Spanish. Technically, this would be an error because you would want to say, yo voy a pasar a buscarte. But for some reason in the Dominican Republic, when we say this, we say, yo te voy a pasar pa buscar. Yo te voy a pasar pa buscar. So notice here, instead of pasar para buscar, I say pasar pa buscar. Pasar pa buscar. All right, and that means I'm going to pass by to pick you up. So I think this is a great video to really show the similarities and the differences of Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish at the same time. Like a lot of people, because they have a lot of the same characteristics, like we cut the S. Sometimes Dominicans do use the L's, like in Santo Domingo, they substitute the L in for the R, similar to how we do in Puerto Rico. But even though we have those similar characteristics, and it's the same with Cuban Spanish, although I haven't done as much research or I don't know as much about Cuban Spanish, I have learned that it's very similar to Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish in terms of the characteristics that we use. But there's one big difference between the Puerto Rican Spanish and Dominican Spanish, which you can hear in this video, is simply the intonation, the way that we speak. Of course, we have our own words, but a lot of words we use that are the same. A lot of words we use can easily be understood by both, but it's really the intonation that separates the two, that makes them drastically different. And a Puerto Rican can immediately be able to tell if somebody's from Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic because of the difference in that accent. And I would say Dominicans cut a little more. Like, for example, in Puerto Rican Spanish, we would say, ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? To say, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Dominicans would say, ¿Cómo tú estás? ¿Cómo tú estás? Like, they don't say está, they say ta. They completely cut the word there, So there's differences, similarities, but that's what makes them both beautiful. I really don't know. I mean, I love them both. I really love all Spanishes. So that's a quick breakdown for this. I want to give you that quick breakdown so that you can understand and maybe it'll help you better understand not only just these Spanishes, but also when you are learning whatever type of Spanish you want to learn, this will make you learn it. Looking at Spanish like this will make you view the Spanish you're trying to learn in a different light. It'll make you study different, hear different. It'll make you focus on things you never thought to focus on. Like, how would they say, I'm going to pick you up in the type of Spanish you are learning? What are words that you would use to say what's up in your type of Spanish? Like if it's Mexican Spanish, they might say que onda or something like that. Que tal is like a very general type of, what's up. So be on the lookout for things like that and really focus when you listen. And I think it'll take you a long way. If you would like to take your Spanish to the next level and you want to learn more about our courses, I just put together this page. So you just click this link right here, and that's going to take you to pretty much our little link tree. That's what they call it. And it'll show you like all the courses we have, our best-selling course, our membership, Speak Spanish Faster with Stories, our advanced version. So these are our main courses, and I'm working on a few more courses right now to release later this year. So definitely enjoy that, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. And if you would like to learn more about Puerto Rican Spanish, I have an entire playlist that I'll put right here for you that you can watch for Puerto Rican Spanish. And then I will put this Dominican Spanish link right here to the video I did on Dominican Spanish so you can watch that. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you then.